Wagwan listeners, viewers, people of the globe. You're listening to Foolcast, the Immigrant Fools podcast. You're listening on Spotify. We want to remind you this show is available on YouTube. Find us on Immigrant Fools or just type in Foolcast. If you're watching on YouTube, we want to remind you this pod is available on Spotify. Listen to us on Spotify while you're on the road, hitting the dash, doing whatever you do, vacuuming, petting your cats, bro. Just listen and support the channel. All right. Episode 12, right? Yes, number 12 or no. Bro, we've been bro. We'll just call it 12. We'll call it 12. The topic of today, the bystander effect. So, boys, all right. The term bystander effect refers to a phenomenon in which the greater number of people present, the less likely people are to help a person in distress. When an emergency situation occurs, observers are more likely to take action if there are few or no other witnesses. Being part of a large crowd makes it so no single person has to take responsibility for an action or inaction. So, what do you guys like agree with that? Have you found that too in your personal lives? Like, if you're in a
crowd, it's all mob mentality, you know? It's like if it's kind of like, you know, if we're kind of pushing off the responsibility to someone else. We're kind of hoping that, hey, you know, you'll take care of it, somebody else will take care of it, they got it, you know, they don't need me. But yeah, the most
famous case of this is the Kitty Genovese case. She was a young woman in 1964, and she was returning home from work. She approached her apartment entrance and was attacked and stabbed by a man later identified as Winston Mosley. So, despite her calls for help, none of the dozen or so people in the nearby apartment building heard her cries or reported the incident. The first attack began at 3:20 a.m., but was not until 3:50 that someone first contacted police. So, bro, why do people choose to not make an action if somebody's in distress and somebody's calling for help if no one else is doing anything?
Like I said, it's just people are pushing off the responsibility to other people. They keep thinking, like, if you're like in the cities, right, and you're walking and you see someone or you hear someone scream for help, you kind of like, do they got it covered? Like, is someone else taking care of it already? That's what kind of goes in our heads too. Because I mean, I think a part of it's kind of fear too.
Yeah, mind your business, hold your own accord, and you know, everything in life goes on dandy because ignorance is bliss. You feel me?
Yeah.
You think that it like our DNA is like, you know what? Fuck it. If somebody's dying, that's their problem.
Yeah, because I mean, in a troop of chimps, if one chimp gets attacked, the whole troop just scatters away and tries to avoid any danger. Because like, in your own primal instincts, you're like, yo, you as the individual, your life matters the most. Unless you're a mother trying to protect your child, nothing else matters to you but your life. So you'd have to scatter away and avoid the dangerous situation. You feel me? Even in the shootout, bro, would you really give a fuck? Would you give a fuck if somebody was like...
everybody's fucking ducking.
Exactly, bro. Everybody's
running away,
like
the fuck?
Everybody's scattering like a bunch of roaches.
Oh, it just goes against like survival though. Like, the fuck? Wouldn't we want to like save every person?
It's like I said, it's hard because it's just when you're with a group of people, you just kind of expect someone else is gonna do it, you know? With like when you're like doing a group for like you have a group project, right? In the beginning, you're not like, hey, I think that's what makes people stand out, right? Is that the people who are like born leaders and are willing to like go first. So because majority of people are just gonna go into the group and saying like, oh, in the back of their heads kind of be like, oh, I'm expecting someone else to like, or someone to like get everybody's contacts, email everyone, start up the doc or some shit, you know?
Yeah, facts, bro. And it's like, this article puts it really well. It's like 2 parts are the main causation for no like action when someone's like needing help. It's like
2 what?
the two main reasoning behind why people won't make an action if someone's in distress. One, the diffusion of responsibility. So responsibility to act is thought to be shared among all of the people present. So like you don't want to claim like responsibility first, because that shit's hard. Secondly, to act in a behaviorally correct and socially acceptable way. I feel like that's where a lot of people these days are like, yeah, hell no, I ain't doing anything, because they don't want to act unacceptably, you know?
Also, another point is from the first one you mentioned, everybody's waiting for somebody to say something, but you got to be the person to, you know, cause the action so that people can come together and, you know, make cause an action. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I'm just talking out of my asshole. Now, what were you saying?
No, that's right, because like that's like, because we keep thinking about just physical like situations. There's also like taboo shit we don't talk about, you know, like sexual abuse, rape, sex in general, and just like all this racism shit. If you don't, that's why everyone says like, if you don't speak out about it, nobody's gonna speak out, because if no one speaks out about it, everyone is just going to assume that you don't, you know. It's just normal for you to not speak out and it never gets dealt with. Same with the Eli too, though, is that I think now we're actually getting better. I mean, it's still a thing where like, as a society, because I feel like people, I mean, they're quote unquote getting more sensitive, you know, but I think sometimes that's good, you know, sometimes we're too sensitive, but in the terms of, I guess, of things happening in front of them, they're more reactive.
Bro,
but there is, because, you know, you got them Karens, you got them social justice warriors, but they just a little too extra sometimes. But at the same time, it's not always, because even with like the Asian hate crimes, there was like that Filipino man in, I think, somewhere in New York. He was slashed on the subway, right? And then he was screaming out, like before he was even slashed, he saw the dude hold the box cutter up, and then he was screaming out for help. And people around, no one helped him. You know, and it's just like,
bro, it's so true. Like, I think people will only react when a situation is in dire like need. If someone is actually bleeding out, of course, someone's gonna be like, shit, we need to help this dude, or someone who's a medic is gonna come over and help somebody. But like,
that's why it takes powerful people. That's why we
are reactive.
Admire. Yeah, that's why we admire like people who are born leaders, who are like not scared to act out first, you know.
Yeah, but then in the first circumstantial like view, the first few people that see that shit, they're gonna think that nigga is stupid. Why is he doing that? Why is he fucking up the whole order of shit?
No. That's not even true though. I don't think that's true. I think what it is that everyone is thinking like that, but no one is actually everyone is thinking that that's how other people think of them. Does that make sense? And that just goes into like caring about what people think too much, you know? But they all know it's not right. They all know they should do something. They're expecting other people to do something, but they don't want to do it themselves because they believe that other people are going to think badly on them.
Word up. This nigga's spitting, bro. This nigga's spitting. And I'm out here talking out my asshole. Fucking Christ.
Hey, you're getting somewhere though. No, because the thing is that it's just, I don't know. I think as a society, it's definitely sad that it's even a thing. But that's why it's more, I guess, probable that you will actually get help if something's happening and there's only one person there. Because now they're looking around and they're like, shit, I'm the only person. I actually have to do something. I can't just I have like no one else to push the blame to.
Oh, by the way, this discussion thread goes back to something I was thinking earlier today while I was dashing. Is it possible to achieve ultimate peace even for one single day, or is it just in our nature to just like go out and commit countless acts of conflicts and war because it's because of that certain type of situation where we need somebody's got to do something or say something for peace to occur, but ain't nobody got the guts or the balls or.
Are you talking about race? No, not race. Are you talking about humans or like the U.S.?
My nigga, humans in general. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I personally think that I don't think it's possible. And you were talking about how people were scared to even like reach out. I don't think that's it. It's just people grew up differently. People have different morals. People are selfish, you know. So they have different goals and want to achieve different things in life. So for everyone to just be like, for everyone to reach peace, we need a common enemy. Yeah, because if we don't have a common enemy, we have no one to focus on. And the sad thing too, though, is even after we get a common enemy, after the fucking common enemy is gone, I think that it's just gonna go back to how it was. We're just gonna be fighting each other again. It'll probably be good for a little bit, but we're just gonna end up fighting each other again.
New generations of people, new generations of problems. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, people as humans, we've never learned from our mistakes.
That's so sad. That's so sad. And we could. It's just people try to block out the knowledge on purpose.
Yeah.
It does repeat itself too often.
Yeah. I mean, I think that definitely is a piece of our doing. But I think like a huge part of it is us, right? But a small part of it too is just history, you know? Like all these civilizations die out, and then we don't fucking know anything about them, you know? And because we, like, even look at us, right? We think that our shit's gonna last forever, you know? And I'm pretty sure some shit will, but the Wi-Fi, everything that's on Wi-Fi, on YouTube, on the web, you know, if our servers and everything are done for, they get destroyed, where else is it gonna be, you know?
True. Very
so
true.
It's just kind of like, it's people interpret things differently. So our future civilizations that are gonna be fucking unearthing our pots, our pans, our fucking toys that we played with are gonna interpret it differently. They're not gonna know exactly. But I don't know. I mean, everything's a fucking guess. But I think for the shit that we do know, I think we should learn from it. But you know,
Bro, I love the get on, bro. It's so much fun. All right, what do y'all think we can do to prevent bystander effects? How can we overcome it?
Great leaders. Create an environment that, I guess, uplifts people. That like create an environment where your opinion matters. You know, where your opinion matters and like you are actually acting on it, rather than you like are thinking about it too much. Because I think a big part of it is just self-consciousness too, and because it's Gary Vee, bro. Fuck what people say.
And also,
really, it's just
about themselves too often, bro. Like a lot of people.
Yeah. You're in your head too much.
I wouldn't say create an environment where your opinions matter. I would say create an environment where you make valid opinions that do matter to any current circumstance that you're around in. Don't just say something and then you think that, oh, what you're saying holds validity. Say something that actually makes sense to the current situation.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in a situation where somebody's in like need of help, like you need to, in the article they suggest making eye contact with like an individual specifically to get help, instead of like depersonalizing it, like asking a crowd of people, because often no one will respond. When you look at somebody and you individualize your request, then it makes it harder for people to like turn you down.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to being a great leader. You know, you're not asking, you're kind of delegating tasks.
Yeah.
Would you both say that we should create more of a collectivist, mentality, or more individual, or should we stick to like the more gray area? in order to,
I think gray area.
gray
I
area.
personally- Yeah, because
Leaning-
you need a mix.
but leaning where more towards the gray area.
Leaning a good mix of both. You need both, because if we're too much as a collective, it's nobody is gonna. We're gonna ostracize the people who think differently.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
But then if we're too individual and like how it is now, right? Cancel culture. We think our opinions matter way too much. and then like now we just speak a lot of shit, and especially how we have social media now, so a lot of eyes are always on you. And then it's just kind of like it gets the ball rolling on like on negative things like hate. If someone hates a race, they could actually promote that through social media, and it just kind of like it builds momentum with people.
Word.
So-
What about you, Eli? Well, where do you lean more? Where within the gray area? A collectivistic thought process or individuality mentality?
Bro, just like that, put it. You need a mixture of both.
Word.
Or you can't put all your, what do they say? All your eggs in one basket, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I think everything in life you kind of need a mix of both. If you never went through pain, how do you know when something feels good?
Bro, true.
Nah, everybody's gone through pain. What you mean?
I know, that's what I'm saying, but I'm saying that like when you're in pain, right? You just want it to feel good, right? But if you never had that pain, how do you know what feeling good is?
There's levels to this shit. There's levels.
Never know something till you lost it. I got you.
Yes.
Got you. Any more?
Okay, so what I was gonna add on to it, right? It's this is more of a tangent, but in China, I don't know how it is now, but like back like a couple years ago, I know that there's actually this kind of like socially, they just don't help each other when there's something happening. Just because I believe it was because they would get sued and everything, so they don't like helping like in public. If somebody's getting fucked up or somebody is like getting beat by their fucking significant other, they don't like doing anything.
Damn.
Domestic
they just kind of walk by.
They don't do nothing
by.
in the. Wow.
Yeah, I believe it was because that people get scared. Cause I remember seeing a couple videos too where like ladies are like literally crying on the fucking ground and shit, and then people are just walking by in the background, not giving no fucking attention at all.
Shit, I think that's for everywhere, to be honest. If that shit happened back home in Africa too, bro, maybe something might occur, but most likely if it was like in a urban area, they would just let it slide. They just would not give a fuck. They would not care.
Bro, honestly, yeah, urban settings are different than like rural.
Yeah. I personally, Eli, your dad, I think he's a great leader though. Your dad is the type to like go against the bystander effect.
Bro, 100% my dad.
Yeah.
Cause he's a priest too, bro. It's like
He's too nice.
Moral duty.
Yeah, I think he's way too nice for his
own good.
Good. Yeah, own good. Yeah.
Bro, he is too kind.
Appreciate you, audience. Appreciate you, Dow, for your wise young input. Appreciate you, Eli, for the work you put in on your whole ass career. And by the way, congratulations to you for dropping out and focusing heavily and investing on your YouTube career. I want to congratulate you for that. Dow, clap it up for homeboy. Clap it up.
Oh, you're dropping out?
Clap it up.
I mean, at some point, yeah, probably.
Wait, so you're not going next semester? Wait, finish the outro first. Finish the outro.
Well, blessings to all of you. Blessings to all your family. Blessings to all your cats and dogs and every single one of your pets, motherfuckers. Stay 10 toes down, wide-eyed cautious, and remember, stay hydrated and recycle, motherfucker. Thank you so much. Deuces.
Yeah.